Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here, please consider subscribing. And today I'm gonna tell you about my secondhand shopping experience, fragrance secondhand shopping experience. So I just have to tell you that I don't do it often. And in my opinion, the secondhand shopping for fragrances can be only justified if you are searching for the fragrance that is no longer in production, and of course if this fragrance is being used already, if it's not in a closed package, if it's already opened, then the price has to be quite low. Because in my opinion, when you are shopping like secondhand, you have to be ready to lose the money. I'm gonna get a bit into detail a bit later, but at the moment I have to show you the fragrances that I've got. And mind you, I didn't pay a lot. I have paid around 50, what is it, 55 euros for the whole package. It was kind of an auction style thing, so I have to wait for a couple of days and then I won the bet, and plus I have to pay the shipping. I have bought it on our local Finnish auction site, and yeah, I'm gonna just start it with showing you the items. So first of all, I have got this Orchid and Neroli by Xenon, and this is the intense version. It is no longer in production. The classic version, not the intense, is still available. You can still get it. Then I also got this one. This is Issey Miyake. It's Eau de Toilette pour l'été, so it's summer Eau de Toilette, and it's almost like full. It's up to here. The third one is, it is almost full, which is Elizabeth Arden. It's green tea tropical, and I own this one already, but I love the scent. Plus I go through the scent quite quickly because it doesn't last on me, so I got this one for very cheap. I also got this one. This is Escada. This is like tender notes. I don't remember how it is called. I mean, it doesn't say anything on the bottom of the bottle. As you can see, well, this is the 30 ml bottle, and it has just over half, maybe 18 mils, something like that. And then number 5 is gonna be this one, and this is the Miracle So Magic, and it's half a bottle, and the bottle is 50 ml. So this is what I've got, and 3 others, and I'm gonna be separating these 3 from the whole bunch because I'm gonna tell you a bit later. So this one is Hugo Boss, and this is Pure Purple, and I absolutely loved this fragrance because I owned it. Quite a long time ago. So this one, this is DKNY Be Delicious, and this is the Fresh Blossom scent, and this is a 100 ml bottle, and it's I want to say it's like about 80 mils left. And I also have this one, and this is Burberry, and this is Weekend. I'm sure that you can recognize the bottle. It happened to be one of my first sort of grown up, more expensive fragrances, and I'm talking about maybe 2001, 2002. So yeah, this is the bottle. So I'm gonna tell you as much. I quite enjoyed the experience. I don't do it often. I have nothing against secondhand shopping. It's just that when it comes to the shopping for the new fragrance, like the fragrance that just come out and it's new. It's always better to go in the store and to get it from the store. The secondhand shopping, in my opinion, is for shopping for fragrances when the fragrance is discontinued, or if the fragrance is very old and discontinued, or maybe it's not discontinued but you're searching for like an older version that is not produced anymore. So then I can kind of justify. So I was quite interested to get myself this one because I remember loving it so much. I also am a fan of Donna Karan, and whenever I see the good price for these ones, I get them. So and this one I got it from the nostalgic purposes, because I have this one but like in the newer bottle. I love this one and the price was pretty good, so I got this one. I also got this one because the notes are very captivating and I love this kind of freshies. This is like targeted for man, but I would wear this one, no problem. And also this one, I am a fan of Miracle by Lancome, and I have been loving this scent for years and years, and I have one at the moment. I just got this one that I have 6 months ago, probably, so it's kind of fresher bottle. I also had some of the limited editions one, and this one I quite liked it, so I decided to get myself a bottle as well. And this one, why I got this one on second hand, because I quite enjoy L'Occitane scents. I just think that they're quite expensive for what they are, so I saw a good deal and I decided to get it. So and this one is very good actually. So now, obviously, when it comes to secondhand shopping, you have to bear in mind that, well, this is not the clothes, these are not shoes. So if you're allergic to cats, dogs, what have you, because the households might have domestic animals, these are the items that you can disinfect. In fact, I did disinfect every single bottle. I washed them. I took each necessary precaution and stuff like that. And this one, it was actually it's a bit sticky still because it was a bit wrapped in something, but I'm not gonna clean it, and I'm gonna explain you why in a moment. So I mean, I'm quite pro secondhand fragrance shopping. As I've told you, I don't do it much, but if I do, I don't mind at all. In fact, I have also sold some of my fragrances at the same auction, so I mean, I'm quite fine with that. So now, I have to share with you like my observations and 2 points that I can't stress enough how important those 2 points are. So point number one, just keep in mind that I just realized that I didn't put on the Christmas lights. Just hold on a moment. I'm gonna just put it for you. That's better, isn't it? It's better. So anyway, first of all, you have to be ready to lose the money, because you never know who you're dealing with. Because sometimes the sellers are not honest, or they know that the items they sell are not in the prime condition. And when it comes to fragrances, they might know that the fragrances that they sell are past the expiry date. Well, when it comes to expiry date, we obviously understand that this one is past the expiry date, but it doesn't mean anything, because if you store your fragrance in a proper way, it's gonna be absolutely fine. So it's not about expiry date per se, but it's about how you store the fragrances. And some of the sellers might not have stored the fragrances in a proper way, And when you get them, you realize that the notes are beaten up. Well, they're not good. And usually the fragrance, you can understand that the fragrance is gone bad because the top notes are not the way they have to be. And you don't even have to know the fragrance. You might have gotten the fragrance that you have absolutely no idea how it smells. But if you have a fragrance collection, if you have experience with fragrances, you will be able to detect absolutely 100% right away that the fragrance isn't good. So some sellers, they might not be honest, and they might say that, well, this is my word against yours, and I have sent you perfect fragrance and it was fine, and what you're showing me is your fragrance expired, and you just trying to tell me that I have given you the fragrance that's expired. You know, there's all kind of people, you know that. So just point number one, be ready to lose your money, right? It's just as I've told you, I didn't pay a lot for these fragrances, so I was ready to lose the money. Um, that's actually why I do not buy fragrances on eBay, because sometimes, even though there's the fragrance that I want, I look at the price and I know that this fragrance has been discontinued quite a long time ago, so I have no certainty whatsoever as to condition of this fragrance. I have no idea how this fragrance was stored. I have no idea who the seller is. So I mean, it's just like the simplest example, right? Dior Midnight Poison that all people want. I mean, you can find it at $300 on eBay, and it's like, it's too much. It's too much, especially you don't have a certainty that you will get a proper fragrance for that money. So just don't, just be ready to lose your money. And that's why I actually, if I buy secondhand fragrances, they have to be dirty cheap, because if I don't, like I see no reason to buy them then, you know, because for these 50 euros that I have spent, I could have gone and could have gotten myself, with the sales, with the Christmas sales, like 50 ml of any other fragrance, one bottle, but a proper bottle that I have got new one, closed and from the shop, right? So point number two, know who you're dealing with. You have to know who the seller is, because as I've told you, the sellers can be dishonest. Some of them are honest, but some of them are dishonest. Some of them know exactly that the items they're selling you are stored in a way that they have been bad for years already. So, and the reason why I actually divided the fragrances into two parts, the 3 fragrances plus 5, is because the 3 fragrances, when they came to me, I realized that 3 fragrances are not are unusable for 2 different reasons. So this one is unusable for a reason, that mechanical reason. I cannot actually push it. It's just, you know, I'm trying hard. You can actually see that, you know, I'm trying. I can't push it. I can't. Plus the leakage, you know, it's leaking, and the liquid that is leaking, I can smell it, and it's divine. It is the fragrance that I know and love. So the fragrance itself here is good. It is good. It's just that I'm not about this life that I have to open it up. I mean, I could have obviously opened this up, or just ask my husband to break it, and I just put it in another uh, you know, bottle. But I'm not about this life. I'm just gonna trash it, because if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Well, I'm not gonna trash it just yet, because if you know, I'm making videos in 4 languages, so I have to keep it for 3 more videos, and then I'm gonna definitely trash it, unfortunately. But if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So and two other fragrances, and I'm quite unhappy about it. But this one, Hugo Boss, and this is Pure Purple, and I remember loving this fragrance. I actually like Hugo Boss quite a lot, and I love this brand. And my favorite of Hugo Boss, and one of my favorites, like in all fragrances that I have, is Deep Red. It's absolutely gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. This one is like, it smells. Ugh, it doesn't smell like it should smell. I'm just let you say, I'm just telling you this. It doesn't smell like it has to. It smells, it doesn't smell rotten. It smells like overly sweet, sticky sweet, that it's not like that. So yeah, it's gone bad. And obviously, unfortunately, another one, it's gone bad as well. And I'm quite displeased about this one, because I know this fragrance, and it doesn't smell like it. You know, the top notes are absolutely rancid here. So unfortunately, these 3 fragrances out of 8 are not good. So we are like, what, 30-70? 30% is bad and 70 is good, or 60-40. Well, not 60-40, maybe 35 to 65. Yeah, so the ratio, well, I'm not really happy. But what I have to tell you, the seller, I have contacted her. I have showed her the photos of this bottle, of the fact that it's not working. It's like, it's not working. And she was nice, and I don't know, but my idea is that she knew about the problem, because she gave me the money right away. She gave me the money for that fragrance and for that one. And I told that all the other fragrances, 5 other fragrances, are fine. So I mean, and I was fine with that. So I'm gonna, as soon as I'm done with filming the video, I'm gonna trash the 3 fragrances. And I have to tell you, I wasn't expecting that the seller would give me the money back. I was expecting that the seller would give me the money back for this, because this is like a mechanical problem, and it's kind of it's not a problem that I'm saying that it's rancid, and she would say it's not. So it's kind of my word, like my word against hers. And it's a kind of, it's a matter of taste. It's a matter of perception even. So I was expecting the money only for that. And for this too, yeah, if she would give me, it's gonna be fine. If she wouldn't, well, I was ready for that. But thankfully she actually gave me the money for all 3 bottles. So yeah, that's why I'm telling you, know who you deal with. Just check the credentials, check the previous sales sellings that this seller has done, and the attitude towards another people that they have dealt with. It's very important. It's very important. And although it's not a huge money, it's like, this fragrance costed €7 and this one was 10, so it's €17. But still, I mean, I'm happy to have them back, right? All the other fragrances, I'm just gonna briefly tell you about them, and that's gonna be it, because these are the 2 main points. People, just know your seller, know your counterpart, and just be ready to lose your money. These are the 2 things that you have to be ready when you're doing this. So basically, this is a very sweet fragrance. It's a good one. And as I've told you, there's like you could well, this variation isn't available anymore, but the Neroli and Orchid is available, and this is the intense version. It's not. So it has the Neroli, vanilla, orange blossom, and orchid. It's a very sweet fragrance. It's like a sweet floral, quite a lot of vanilla. It's very sweet, like white flower sweet, very beautiful. I'm not sure that it actually worth the full price, because Occitan had upped the prices. It's like, but for the sum of money that I have paid, it's actually fine. So yeah, I'm happy with this one. So another fragrance is this one, and this one, I'm not even sure that we had this one in Finland, because some of the iterations of some fragrances we just don't get them. So this one, it had grapefruit, rose, ambrette, ylang ylang, musk, and woodsy notes. And this one is a very good fragrance. It's very faint. It's very light. It's very beautiful, and I like this one. It's like this musky rose, but the very pleasant rose, mind you, and it has this grapefruit. It has this sweetness. It's very nice. It reminds me of this like early spring days when the sun is shining, but you can kind of feel the crispness in the air still from winter. So this is like that. It's very beautiful. So another fragrance, and this is this masculine one that absolutely have no objection to this fragrance. It has yuzu, it has mandarin, sage, cardamom, it has vetiver and amber. The vetiver and amber is almost undetectable. It's about the fruits. It's about this zestiness, and it's about a bit like aromatic, like the sage maybe, but it's very nice. It's leaning a bit more masculine, that is feminine, but I'm absolutely fine with wearing this one. I have no problem whatsoever, and this is good. And I usually go through these kind of fragrances quite quickly in summer. So another fragrance that I wanted to talk to you about is this one. And this one, it has pink pepper, violet, hazelnut, lily of the valley, rose, clover, narcissus, jasmine, musk, vanille, Virginia cedar, and amber. So although the color is a bit well, it's a bit more yellow than it's supposed to be, the scent itself is still good, and plus it's not a lot of left in it, and it's good. It is good. It's more musky. It's more like a more powdery version of Miracle. So, but it's actually very good, and I'm happy that I've got it, and I'm happy that I didn't pay a whole lot of money for it. And so, well, this one I'm not even, well, I'm gonna tell you about this one as well, because you know, yeah, I probably, yeah, I don't have the notes for this one, but this one is very green, and it's like yeah, it's a tropical green tea by Elizabeth Arden, and it's good. I mean, I absolutely adore Elizabeth Arden fragrances. They are beautiful. They don't last much on me, but I'm fine with that because I love them. So all in all, I'm quite happy with what I've got. I'm quite happy with the outcome. I'm happy with the fact that the seller was good and she gave me back the money for the fragrances I'm not able to use. This is the risk. If you wanted to just go out and participate in this auction style things, but yeah, I'm not sure that I'm gonna be doing it again soon. Maybe not, but yeah, it all depends on the price, because You see, these are quite old fragrances. Well, this one is the newest of them all, basically. But all the other ones are like 2010, 2011, like 13, 14. So they have like 7, 10 years old, and it's always a risk. Just bear this in mind, and um, unless you really are hunting for the fragrance that you have had in the past, and you love this fragrance to bits, and you just want to repeat this fragrance, but it costs online some outrageous money, like the closed package, and you manage to find it at the auction for like 30, 40, 50 euros, then you just go ahead and try it, but just be ready to lose the money. And most importantly, put yourself kind of a top sum of money that you're ready to lose. For me, it's not more than 10 euros per bottle, because I'm being realistic here. It's like, say that all of the 8 fragrances were spoiled, and say that the seller would not give me back the money. So it would have been like 50 plus uh, in euro, like completely down the drain, right? So just keep that in mind. It's always a risk. Sometimes we are happy to accept the risk, sometimes we're not. So this time it turned out pretty well for me. So if you are buying secondhand fragrances, let me know, what do you do, what kind of fragrances you buy, if there any, was there any lucky find, or like a bargain. Let me know. I'm curious, and yeah, I'll see you next week. Thank you for your attention. Bye.